Good morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead. Most of you are immediately going to recognize that this is not my kitchen, but many of you will know whose kitchen it is. This is my sister Cindy, and she's been in several of our videos along with her husband John, and we are up north in our state having a wonderful sibling gathering. We had seven yesterday?
7 of the 9 of us together.
Yes, and we were celebrating one of our brothers who has some events going on in his life. And we just had a wonderful, wonderful gathering yesterday. And so Jim and I are going to stick around for the rest of the weekend. And Cindy had this wonderful idea for a video.
Oh, thank you.
Now I'm going to tell on you.
Okay, I can handle it.
So Cindy is, I believe, the most organized person in our family.
Thank you.
Her kitchen is organized, her cabinets are organized, her recipes are organized, her life is organized. And not only that, she's quite competitive, but in a good way. Mostly she competes with herself,
Yes.
trying to break previous records that she has accomplished.
My personal best.
That's right. So I'm going to walk out of the picture and leave it entirely up to Cindy, and she is going to tell you what she's going to do. And I just want you to know I just love this. And we have a little cheering section going back there, so we may be cheering you on as you
Good.
undertake this
Thank you.
competition.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll do my best. Several of the things that Pam emphasizes, emergency preparedness, being prepared, being well stocked, and ready to go is one of my rules that I take on myself as well. And so to be efficient, you need to have things handy and at the place of first use and store things where you can get them. And so one of the things that I like to do from time to time is race the preheating oven. See if I can get a batch of cookies or biscuits or a little cake ready to go before the oven rings that it is preheated and ready to go. So we're going to do that today several times. The first thing I want to make today is some cookies, an oatmeal craisin cookie, and all my recipes are old-fashioned. I call these old-fashioned cookies because you can pronounce all the ingredients. I will gather all the ingredients, put it together, and try to race the oven. The oven is 350 degrees for this. That's the first step, and so I'll set the oven and race to my baking center.
Cindy.
Sugar, flour, baking powder, soda, salt is out. My pantry, oatmeal, brown sugar, pecans if I have time, pecans are going in. My dear husband keeps all my containers filled. Oh, I know I'm missing something. I keep butter on the counter when I have company, knowing that I will probably need soft butter. So this is ready to go. Two sticks of butter. And if I have a child around, I ask them to read me the recipe. One cup brown sugar, 1/2 cup granulated sugar. Half cup of regular sugar. 1 cup brown sugar. Eggs, vanilla. One teaspoon of vanilla. While that mixes, I'm doing my dry ingredients. 1.5 flour. What's the oven up to, Pam? 1 soda, 1/2 salt. Teaspoon soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt.
130 degrees.
Oh, good. Soda, salt. Mixing dry ingredients. Three cups of oatmeal. One, two, 3 cups of oatmeal. Craisins and pecans. All right, let's see what we're looking like over here.
Oven is 161.
Thank you, thank you. Oh. Cookie sheets. And my cookie scoop. Okay, the flour mixture is going into the egg mixture. Getting a cup of craisins ready. Here's the oatmeal. How's the oven? In one of our books, the protein bowl recipe book we did, I mentioned that I like to race the oven. So we'll see if I can do it today.
So is it racing the oven or beating the oven?
Yeah, preheating, racing the preheat. We have cookie dough. If I were not racing the oven, I may chill the dough and the cookies don't get quite so flat. Check the ingredients. Craisins.
$2.35.
6 more cookies for the first batch. We have a brother who's allergic to nuts, but he left this morning, so I put pecans in all of the cookies and didn't have to save any for him. Ta-da! How many degrees? I have time. I could have had a soda break.
Do you want a soda break now?
I will. We brought our experimental cookies out. I think it was a success, and I love nutritious cookies as far as they can be. I prefer a cookie that has more protein in it This has oatmeal and nuts besides eggs. So in my opinion, it's more nutritious than a chocolate chip cookie, but peanut butter cookies are also good nutrition. This may be breakfast with a glass of milk. So to continue the theme of racing the oven, I am fired up, ready to try biscuits. Now, everyone does biscuits differently. I would suppose many people don't make biscuits, but we do. We make them from scratch. And I make a few changes to the original Clabber Girl baking powder biscuit recipe. Mine is milk, and I use butter instead of shortening. So we're ready to race the oven, and ready, set, go.
Turn the oven on.
I have to see what temperature I'm turning the oven on to. This is 475.
Are you using the same oven that's already warm?
I could do that if I wanted to cheat, but I'm using the bottom oven.
Okay.
So I'm using the cold oven. Okay, so getting all my ingredients: flour, powder, salt, butter, milk. This is cold butter. I can't remember if it uses a big or a little pan. I'm prepared. Recipe on the tin: 2 cups of flour, while the recipe calls for 2½ teaspoons of baking powder, I have just always made it an easy 1 tablespoon. Tablespoon baking powder, half salt, calls for 1/3 cup of shortening. I use a 1/2 cup of butter. What did I say, half salt?
Yes.
Mixing the dry ingredients. Where did I throw the butter? And this butter needs to be cold as opposed to the room temperature for the cookies, so they could cream. This one I want hard. So I'm cutting the fat into the flour using an old-fashioned pastry cutter here. I find this is just more under my control, which may be a personal problem.
I haven't seen that as a problem before.
We'll come back over here, add the milk. I will knead it there, getting my rolling pin and my biscuit cutter. I use a little smaller cutter so it makes a few more biscuits because we don't need huge ones. 3/4 cup of milk. All at once. I want a little more liquid in there to get all that flour absorbed. Very important on quick breads, like biscuits and muffins, not to over mix this batter, so I'm going to knead it only about 8 times. One, two, and a bonus 2. It says to roll the dough 3/4 of an inch, and I never get that right. You can see my bits of butter. I could have made them a little smaller. Can you see the?
They're there.
There they are, bits of butter. I think we're okay on the little one. And this calls for a greased baking sheet. Ta-da! Biscuits in I don't know how many minutes, but the longest part is preheating the oven. It will take a few more minutes to preheat, and then they bake quickly, and we'll have some hot biscuits for breakfast this morning. We have biscuits. Here
oh
are
my
the,
gosh, those are luscious.
and the dough was not quite 3/4 of an inch thick. They were just over a 1/2 inch. So they would have even been taller had I done the biscuit. You can tell the difference on the two that I didn't roll and cut, but just formed and put together. But here's some hot breakfast biscuits.
Perfect. Let's have breakfast.
Yes.
Well, you finished 2 out of 3.
That's a pretty good score so far.
It is. You beat the oven actually by quite a bit both times.
So that was fun.
This one may be a little different.
This is new, therefore it will be.
So you've never done this one
I've
before?
never done this before.
Okay. Well, I want to tell you because I know that you're going to want to know how you can get these recipes. So stay tuned at the end and I will tell you just exactly where you can go get these recipes that Cindy is showing us today. So I'm going to exit so you can turn on the oven
Okay. A race.
and see if you can beat it 3 times out of 3.
Yes, we're
Okay.
hoping for a perfect score. This is a pumpkin chocolate chip cake. I've seen online and little news feeds that suggest this is the season for pumpkin and chocolate chip, and I've never made anything that has both of those flavors together. So here's a fall chocolate chip pumpkin cake. We'll see if it works, if I can beat the preheat of the oven and get that cake going, and then we'll see if it's any good. And I will mostly follow the directions as suggested, but I sometimes do things my own way too. So are we ready?
We are ready.
Okay, we have given the ovens a few hours to cool since baking this morning, so hopefully this is a fair fight. Ready, go. Pumpkin chocolate chip, pumpkin chocolate chip. From the pantry, make sure I have everything I need at my fingertips. Chips, brown sugar. I will wait and get the pan out when I have things mixing. I need flour and sugar and oil. And I wanted to show you, if you've noticed, my whole bin of measuring cups. So I have every size, but oh, I can't hesitate. I'm in a race. I have to hurry here. So I am getting flour and sugars in a bowl. I'll work on that. 2 1/4 all-purpose flour. Two and a fourth all-purpose flour. I talk to myself. Sugar. 3/4 and 3/4. 3/4 white. And 3/4 brown. And then 2 powder, a 1/2 a soda. 2 baking powder, 2 teaspoons baking powder, two teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/2 a teaspoon of soda, It calls for 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. I make my own, and I'm only going to use 1.5 teaspoons of my homemade pumpkin pie spice that has no ginger in it because I don't like that flavor of ginger. And I'm using 1.5 teaspoons. Pies and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, dry ingredients. It says to mix those up in here, which thing I have never before done to get all the clumps out. So we'll get wet ingredients ready. 3 eggs, puree, and oil. I only have 4 eggs up here. I'm grateful I don't have to run to the outside fridge to get more. Three eggs, 3/4 cup of vanilla. And we need pumpkin in the amount of 15 ounces, but I buy the large 15 ounces. I think it's going to be about 2 cups. That's it. Okay. We are ready to add the liquid ingredients, eggs, oil, pumpkin, teaspoon of vanilla.
Oven is at 212.
Woohoo! It looks nice and pumpkin-y. Oh, I'm feeling the pressure on this one. A cup of chips. It says stir in 3/4 of the mini chips, which I bought in bulk. 3/4 cup mini chips, just a quick little stir. I don't like chips to get broken up. How's the oven, Pam?
250.
Wonder how fast that last little bit goes. This is our batter with, and it suggests the mini chips, so every bite has a chocolate chip in it, which is good reasoning. But if you don't have minis, you can use regular. But when I try a new recipe, I like to follow it and then make adjustments. But I did go ahead and adjust the pumpkin pie spice from the onset on this one.
And we'll include the recipe for your spice in the handout as well.
And I would grease and flour this, normally by hand, because I'm old folks. Ta-da!
this.
Normally I don't make such a mess. I normally clean up a little better as I go, but this is fun to try it this way. We'll put this in the oven as soon as it gets warm.
So it's at 285 right now. So it is 285 right now. This is the closest you've come.
Okay, I was cutting it a little close today. We will come back and show you how the cake turns out, and we've got to taste this one.
Yes. Well, here we are at the end of our sibling adventure. There are just 3 of the siblings left, Cindy and me, and this is my brother Bob, who is one of the other redheads. I have 3 redheaded brothers and me, so 4 out of 9 have red hair. And we've had a great day watching Cindy. Honestly, you are like the Energizer Bunny in the kitchen.
It was really fun.
So these are the remnants of what she produced. Look how tall these biscuits are. They're 2.5 inches tall. They're beautiful. So we had biscuits for breakfast, and they were so yummy.
Good, good. Thank
And
you.
Jim's very favorite cookie is oatmeal and raisin, but with these craisins, did you like them?
Yeah.
You can't say
Yes,
that.
yes, I like
We're
them
gonna-
very
He
much.
told me he liked them. He's
Yes.
just showing off.
We're now ready to taste test your first time cake.
Oh, good, good. We tried this for the first time today, and the reason we did this adventure was because we were wanting to prove our theory that when you're well equipped and well stocked with things in your kitchen, you can put together something that's fun and good and with what you have on hand. And we think today was a success.
And do it very fast.
Do
Thank
it in
you.
record time.
So we'll see if this is any good. All right.
Okay.
What's the verdict?
So we're gonna just.
This was my original pumpkin pie spice, too.
Oh, it smells wonderful. Moist.
Keeper.
Tastes like pumpkin pie spice.
Good.
That's really good, honey.
It's
They're
good.
quite good.
Okay, you're supposed to have
I
chocolate
can't
in every
believe how
bite.
moist
I
it
did.
is.
Good,
And
Very moist.
there are there's enough chocolate for one for every bite, yeah.
good.
It is so moist.
And look how many it feeds, and I beat the oven 3 times.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So, I'm sure that you want to know where you can find these recipes. I'm going to put the link below the video that will take you right to the recipe page on our website. And I have just uploaded her recipes there, and they will be the very top one.
good.
And it's called, and it will
But we need to
say,
leave it all.
it will say recipes for Cindy Raises Her Oven. So thank you so much for joining us on this adventure.
Thank you. This was fun.
And we're headed back to the desert in the morning. So we'll see you very soon for more videos.